What's going on, gang? How you guys doing? This is DJ Rocky. This video is going to be for a response I got from my DIY vertical truss totem. Joey Cerrone. I want to make sure I'm getting that right. Joey Cerrone. What's going on, man? How you doing? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for following. I'm glad you liked the video and some of the other videos. And I'm excited, man, to see your totem. You said you built one yourself too and stuff. And he had a couple questions, Joey Cerrone. Um, let's see. First question Joey had was about his scrim. If the regular scrim was 12 for fits a 12 by 12 totem, will it fit this one? Yes, it should. Yes, it will. And the reason why is because they sell them for a 12 by 12. Now it's 12 inches by 12 inches, right? So mine's actually 12 inches across. This is the foot mark here. That's where it starts. And I made it to be a 12 by 12 by 12 by 12. So it's 12 this way and 12 this way. So yes, most definitely the 12 by 12 scrim for a 6-foot totem, or whichever foot yours is going to be, like a 3 or 4 or 6, or I don't know what they have them sized up over there. I made mine to be 6 feet 4 inches. Yes, it will fit. But and I'm going to answer your question just shortly. Don't buy that. Do it yourself, and I'll tell you how in just a second. The second question Joey Cerrone had was he wanted to know about the moving head placement. He was wondering how I did that and stuff. Just because there's going to be a little bit of wiggling going on and stuff like that with the actual totem. So Joey, hey man, thank you so much for watching the video. And then for anyone else out there that has any questions, feel free to ask questions, and I'll most definitely do an update video and get more detailed information to you as soon as I can. We'll tackle the first one, is the scrims. Now, yes, it'll fit it if you want to go ahead and buy it. I would recommend saving your money and don't buy it. Make one yourself. Before I go into that, if you are ever interested, or anyone else out there is interested in me showing you how to do your own scrims for your speaker tripods, or for your totems, or any other scrimming, let me know. I'll most definitely do a DIY video on it and show you the details on how it should be done, and how the actual scrim companies make them out there. I don't have a problem showing you that. So the first thing is, you want to go ahead and get your smartphone. You want to go to your local fabric store. I went to my local fabric store, which is Joann's Fabrics. Okay, you drive up to the parking lot and you get on your smartphone and you type in Joann's Fabrics coupons. And on the first 3 links of Google, it's going to be one of those 3 links. You'll find a 40% off coupon. Nearly 90% of the time. And very rarely will you find a 50% off coupon. So click on that thing, it'll tell you whether you want to print the coupon or not, or click on the coupon and it'll give you the actual code. Boom, save that on your phone, walk into Joann's Fabrics, go find yourself the spandex before you go up to the cashier and show them your coupon to save yourself 40%. Now, there's going to be 2 types of spandex, and actually there's 3 types of spandex. You're going to tell there's like a really bad one, a decent one, and then like the better quality one. I have 2 here. One's decent, and this one is the better quality one. You'll know right away you don't want to get the bad quality one. Okay, so you're going to find the spandex. If you can't find the area where they have the spandex fabric, ask somebody. Say, I'm looking for the spandex, preferably the white spandex. They'll show you the location. They'll say, these are it here, and they'll just say, these are the ones. Now you kind of have to look at all the white ones. Now the cheap one, it won't really have a shimmer to it. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but there's not really a shimmer to it. It stretches, but it kind of has almost like a see-throughness to it. It's just not really good fabric. The better quality one has the shimmer to it, and you can't really see through it. I'm not sure if you can see that again there, but it has a nice shimmer to it, especially more so on one side. The quality of the fabric is a lot better. The reason why you want to get that better quality one is because the light catches a lot better within that fabric. It helps to spread the light better, gives it a better look. The better quality, better look. Now, the cheaper fabric in my store was $9.99. The better quality one was $15.99. Now you have a coupon, so don't be afraid to go ahead and get the better quality one. Okay, remember to get that coupon and you'll be saving. And now what you're going to want to do is for one totem, we're just talking about one right now. Let's say you're at a 6-foot totem. They cut by the yard. A yard is 3 feet, so you're going to ask them for 2 yards. Now if you're going to be doing 2 totems, you want to ask them for 4 yards. Okay, so ask them to cut 4 yards. Okay, wait, backtrack, hold on one second. Okay, if I remember correctly, I'm almost 100% sure about this. You want to just go ahead and cut the 2 yards. Okay, cut the 2 yards. Because what you're going to do within those 2 yards is you're going to cut those 2 yards. It's going to be like a huge, the width of that sheet that they cut for you is going to be like a blanket. It's going to be a huge, long blanket of fabric. You're not going to need all that for it to wrap around. You want to cut that in half. You're going to cut that in dead half. So that's going to give you 2 halves of 2 yards. It's going to give you 2 2-yard sections. One section will be for one totem, the other section of that fabric will be for the other totem. Okay? So there you go. You're going to have it's going to be a perfectly fit wrapped, that'll fit your 12 by 12 totem. Okay? And if I can remember correctly, I want to say it's about, I can't remember the actual width of it, to be quite honest with you, but what I did is I asked for 2 yards, and then I cut it directly in half, and there'll be a line in the fabric from where it's folded and pressed in the manufacturer. Will already be a line. You can just cut along that line. That will give you 2 totem wraps for totem scrims for your totems. Alright, and so what you want to do is you want to get yourself a sewing machine. Hopefully you have a sewing machine. If you don't, maybe get one or borrow one from mom or grandma or auntie or something like that. I have a sewing machine, and I'm actually pretty good with the sewing machine. I had a pretty good grandma, and I know how to sew. But hey, that's another story. What you want to do is you want to make sure you get your better quality fabric. You want to get the more shimmery side that's actually going to be on the outside facing your customer. You want to get the better shimmery side, and you want to actually keep that inside. You want to fold it up. Okay, so the better shimmer side is going to be on the inside. Okay, then what you're going to do with your sewing machine is you're going to sew that all the way down, all 2 yards, all 6 feet, all the way down. And then when you're done sewing it from end to end, you're going to, like a sock, you're going to go inside there and you're going to pull it out, reverse out like a sock, right? And then that's going to be the better quality one. So the sew portion of it will be on the inside, so your customer can't see it, and you can pull it over your totem. Okay? And so that's what I would recommend you doing. Now again, if you want me to get it more detailed on how to make on scrims and stuff like that for different things, just let me know. Put your posts in, your comments in at the bottom, and I'll most definitely help you out in showing you how to make your own scrims and making some sweet, nice scrims too. I'll even take you to the store and show you the details. I may do that eventually, but if you're interested, we get enough posts, let me know. I'll do it, sooner than later. So there's that with your scrim. Your second question about the moving head placement, I found, and thank you DJ Maverick out there. What's going on, Maverick? How you doing? Maverick said torque, Rocky. Torque is going to be a problem, and he was absolutely right. Now weight with rotation creates a lot of torque, and that's what the moving head did, is it created a lot of torque and twist. Even with my base plate on, it actually was stable enough. It gave more strength and stability. If you saw my video, I think I had about 60 pounds of weight up on top, and it was strong as heck, right? Because of the skeleton brackets and stuff that we placed in there. But with the twisting and rotation of that weight, it's actually going to turn it, and it's not going to look really good turning and wobbling during your gig. So I didn't do this yet, but this was something I may think about doing. But I'm really just thinking about, honestly, I'm just thinking about investing in some totems. I'm actually just going to go ahead and invest in some totems as my business is starting to pick up and stuff like that. I'm just going to go ahead and get them. So this was kind of like a temporary thing, temporary look. So what I was told by one of my carpenter friends, or carpenter family member friends, was to do this. Now I had a drill to drill in the for the screws to the base plate and stuff like that. I had a drill, and what he said to do is, if you can see the bottom here, what he said to do is to go ahead and start at the bottom, right, and drill from the bottom lower portion to the next beam over upper portion, and then to the next beam over upper portion, to the next beam over upper portion, and so on and so on. So you'll do 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. We have 3 sections, 1, 2, 3, because it's we're working with a 6 foot, and we had a skeleton bracket on each, in between each one. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. He said just drill a hole straight through, like so. Now get the little fish line, the wire, he said, just go ahead and put a hole through that, tie it, pull it nice and snug, put it through that next hole, put the other fish line wire through that next hole, and through the next hole, and through the next hole. Now you want to make sure it's a wire, you want to make sure it's that, not fish line, but like almost like it's a wire type of fish line. I don't know what they call it, but it's a wire, and you can find it at the Lowe's and Home Depot. He said that's all you need to do is just a little bit of strength on the actual for the torque, and it'll hold up your totems nice and solid, and it won't wiggle. So I thought, shoot, that might be an idea. I may do that in another video. I may not though, because I'm thinking about just going and investing and leaving this idea for those who are interested in doing it and helping make your totem better, okay, than mine. And then eventually, you know, you save some money and then you invest in your own totems, and that's what I'm doing. But to fix that problem with torque and make sure you can get your moving heads on there, and have them working without any wobble or any kind of like ugly look, just put that fish line with boop, 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 boop. Because if you look at your real totems, they have those zigzag bars in there, and that's holding it solid, so that way it doesn't turn and rotate and stuff like that. All right, you want to do that on at the very least 2 sides, on the very least 2 sides, okay, and that will help. He said another thing that you can possibly do is you can do it on all sides, okay, make sure you do it here and here and here, and then you kind of go wrapped around, and then on the next beam it just starts from the next beam and goes up and up and up and up and up, and then on the next beam you start up, 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 up. So they're kind of all wrapped. So you can do all 4 sides, or you could just do 2 sides. He said 2 sides would be good enough. I haven't actually tried it. I don't have an actual physical one here to test out and show you, but taking his word for it, the guy builds houses. So I'm kind of taking his word for it. That's enough said. Let me just show you, the other day I had a gig with these actually in there. I'm going to show you a picture, show you what it looks like. It looks beautiful, but again, I recommend getting the better quality scrim at your fabric store, or if you're going to buy one. Let me go ahead and take you off the latch here quickly. Alright, so this was at my gig the other day, and there was my totems. Those are the actually PVC totems. Alright, you can't tell. You really honestly can't tell. I'm not sure if you can see down at the bottom the base plate. Keep it nice and sturdy. Okay, all the way through and through. The light catched all the way through and through. That was actually that was one of my smaller 36, my Chauvet 36 slim pars. Cut all the way up. So I mean, it looked great. And hey guys, I hope you like this. And Joey, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. I hope this helped to answer your question. And for anyone else out there who's ever interested and you want me to show you something about like maybe doing a DIY scrim or something like that, or you have any other questions, I'm more than happy to respond in a video and give you more detailed information. And everyone, please love, respect all people and all things living. Please take care. This is DJ Rocky. Bye.